Hey y'all, what's going on, everybody? Come on in, come on up out of them bushes. We'll be right with you. I'm just finishing up my lunch. Mm, 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 mm. Yes, lunch is delicious, child. I'm just waiting for Joseph, y'all. What's going on, Monica? Happy Memorial Day. I know you getting that grill out, girl. Is you getting the grill out today? Make some burgers and dogs. Oh, okay. You going to the water park? Okay, that sounds like fun. Oh, on Monday, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's why they call it Memorial Weekend because um, you have like 3 days to celebrate, really. Well, since I only see Monica in this chat, I guess everybody else is out celebrating Memorial Day. We had plans. Unfortunately, our plans fell through. We were supposed to go to a barbecue, but unfortunately, the barbecue was canceled. I'm a little disappointed because I was looking forward to have me some hot dogs and hamburgers on the grill, child. hmm But things happen. You know what I'm saying? So, um, like I said, we were supposed to go to a barbecue today, but that was canceled. And so, oh, here comes Joseph. I done had my lunch. Joseph just got his. I should have put me one of those in the oven. Did you turn the oven on? Yeah, now I'm wishing I had put me one of those in the oven, Joseph. That looks so good. Y'all, let me tell you what I had for lunch. Y'all know how I love my chicken pot pies. Is that the gold one? No, this ain't the gold one. I've been looking for the gold one. But anyway, I had me some chicken pot pies for lunch. I love chicken pot pies. I simply love them. I love chicken pot pies. I don't like any other chicken pot pies, um, with the exception of the. I like the banquet ones, and those are actually the cheaper ones. And the top brand is Marie Callender's, but I don't like Marie Callender's pot pies. I don't like those. And well, I used to eat them. I'm not gonna say I don't like them. I like the deep dish chicken pot pies that Marie Callender makes, but they're a little pricey because they cost like $3 and some change for one. When at Banquet they cost $1.50. I remember when I was living in Rome, I used to go to the dollar store and get them, and they used to be $1. So that's why I love them. I used to come home and I would buy like six of them and put like three in the oven and sit there and eat three chicken pot pies. I sure did. But you know what I want to try? I want to try one of those big ones. You ever see the big ones, Joseph, in the store?
Family size.
The family size, yes. I can't like. I'd probably eat one by myself. Hmm. I love chicken pot pies. I simply love them. I don't know what it is about them. I love them. I and one day I'm going to try to make one.
That should be easy enough.
Hmm. Well, child, let me tell y'all something. You know what, Joseph? It's days like this that I miss living in Rome, simply because we had our own backyard
And we could
and we
barbecue.
can barbecue. We got, I'm like, Dad, we don't live in Rome no more because if we did, I'd have my little chair outside and I'd be by the grill and making my little hot dogs and barbecue chicken and hamburgers. Joseph makes the best hamburgers, y'all, by the way, and making my hamburgers and just relaxing for the day. But unfortunately, where we live at now, we don't have a backyard, nor is there a place to grill because
Just sit on the balcony.
we live in a gated community. I think that's what we're gonna do later on: sit on the balcony and just I got me some cranberry pomegranate juice. It's diet, of course. It's by Ocean Spray. And had me a little glass of cranberry juice and and sit and just relax on the terrace today, maybe. That's if Uncle Fred is not on the terrace, because Uncle Fred likes to sit on the terrace and enjoy the breeze and stuff like that. So maybe we'll do that today. I was hoping that we can go and see some fireworks because usually on Memorial Day they have like the fireworks here because it's Fleet Week. And happy Fleet Week to the boys, to the soldiers. Thank you for your service. They usually have Fleet Week in New York. um, I was wanting to go over to New York and go to Fleet Week because you'll see all it's y'all. It's amazing. Fleet Week, you see all the soldiers, all the sailors
Maybe.
in the Navy. They come out. They come on shore. They come in the big, and they have all the big warships docked in New York, down by the West Side Highway. You can go down there and just mingle and have good fun. Joseph, maybe we should do that today. Maybe we should just go ahead to New York and go down by the West Side Highway, go to the Intrepid, and just walk around and just have a good time. Get some something to drink, maybe get a gyro or something like that, and just enjoy the day. And then they also have the air shows. There's a lot of air shows that are going on. I know they're having an air show on the Hudson today. But we can also see the air show from Jersey City, from Exchange Place. So there's plenty to do. There's a lot to do, guys, today. This Memorial Day is bittersweet because we're remembering. Memorial Day is in remembrance of the soldiers that have served and that have passed on, right?
Hmm.
But in the wake of what has happened in these past 2 weeks, we also have to remember. Ooh, Joseph, that big patty look real good. We have to remember. Um, we have to remember those that have perished. These past couple of weeks, in the wake of the Buffalo mass shooting. We have to remember those people today. Let's remember those people and honor those people as well. um yes, it is. This is the day of celebrate. Well, this is the weekend of celebrating our soldiers who have fought for us and who defend us to defend our borders. And we want to say thank you to them, and we want to let them know how much we appreciate them as well. So all you soldiers out there that are listening to this, we thank you
Well,
for your
this ain't for the
service.
ones that's alive, but we
I
still
know it's not
thank
for the
you
ones that's alive,
for
but
the
I
service.
also like, because Uncle Fred explained it to me, because I remember one year I said to Uncle Fred, I said Happy Memorial Day, and he was like, he said the Memorial Day is for, to celebrate those that have fought and they have perished or died in service. But Uncle Fred explained to me that Labor Day, is it Labor Day? No,
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day is for the veterans, those that have served our country, and some are retired from the military, and they celebrate the ones that are in the military as well. So happy Memorial Day to all of the soldiers that have fought for our country and they're no longer with us. Happy Memorial Day to the families that have lost their loved ones in service. Um, just thank you for your service, because but for them, our borders wouldn't be safe. They protect our borders on every corner of the country. So thank you, we appreciate you today. And again, happy Fleet Week to the Navy, and to all the other auxiliary military people. We thank you for your service, and just enjoy the weekend. I'd love to see Joseph. Have you ever been down there for Fleet Week? Have you ever been to Fleet Week?
I used to work there.
Yes, it is. It's just, guys. Let me tell you something. It is such a wonderful thing. I don't know where you guys live at, if they have Fleet Week, but it is just such a beautiful thing to see the sailors, especially because there's like hundreds and hundreds of sailors. It's so beautiful to see them out and about and walking around, and just saying thank you. When you see a sailor, or you see someone in the military, they all have their uniforms on. When you see them, say thank you. Just say thank you to them. It's so beautiful to see them in their uniforms, walking around. I have a big thing for men in uniforms, Joseph. I love a man in uniform. I
Oh,
love
honey,
a
I
man
know
in
why
uniform.
you like Fleet Week.
Why?
Because of the man.
Huh?
Because of the man.
Yes, I love to see the men in uniform. I love men in uniform because my dad was a police officer. So I love to see men in uniform. Um, for me, also, I look at the power behind the uniform, and the just what it represents. But I love to see men in uniforms. I do. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all and tell y'all I don't. I love to see men in uniforms. Um, but yes, I wanted
It's
to.
easy to get a little sailor because they say most of the girls go to the Navy.
Yes, they sure do. Yes, and the men, they're just, oh God,
Thank you as
if you've
well.
never seen a sailor, oh my God, they are so attractive. Oh my God, they are so sexy.
Not all of them.
And the uniforms they wear, the pot roast, honey, be out. Yes, child. The military men, they be out, child. Yes, they be out. And you know what? This is a great time to live, just to live, because because people practice living in their truths. Now you can see the military guys that are, LGBTQ. They really aren't afraid of being who they are, which is a good thing as well.
I know back in the day, a lot of them would come to the club in their uniforms.
Yeah, a lot of them will come to the club in a uniform, but because they was unbothered. But back in the day, how the military was. It was don't ask, don't tell.
Hey, Whitty
So,
Hutton,
hey, what's going on, Whitty Hutton?
Monica, and Kingz and Monte.
Hey, Monte. I told you I know Monte was gonna be here.
I ain't do my roll call, y'all, because I was late.
Yeah.
And then I ended up giving Tremel my beef patty.
Oh, child, this beef patty looks so
It
delicious.
tastes homemade.
Got it? Mm.
Like you could taste the crust
Mm-hmm.
buttery, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I'm sure he'll eat my other one.
Mm-hmm.
Cause if I don't eat it now, honey, it becomes fair game for my husband.
I don't know what it is, Joe. So, ever since the doctor put me on all these new medications, I have a big
Cause
appetite.
you feel better.
I do. I have a big appetite. I don't
It's
eat.
gonna get worse if and when you go on dialysis. I'm telling you,
Well, I hope the pot roast don't get too big.
it's gonna get worse.
Mm, 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 mm.
Cause your whole body gonna feel better, and you'll probably be like me and drink water more.
Mm-hmm.
Cause because they drain the water off of you,
Mm-hmm.
you crave water.
Yes, honey. I'm gonna be able to stick it out and poke it out, child. Mm-hmm. But oh, excuse me, y'all. This beef patty is so delicious. Um,
Yes, and Q's, I gotta see a video of when you went to Jamaica.
yes, I saw that. I gotta watch that. I haven't watched it yet, Q. But I know you had a good time, girl. You gotta. Oh God, I know you had a good time. I hope you guys. Hope you got a chance to drink some of that rum. That 100 proof rum that they got with the bottle with the green label. I hope you had you some margaritas and some. What else they have?
Mm. I haven't been to Jamaica.
I know in Jamaica they drink a lot of margaritas.
Mhm.
Now Joseph and I, y'all. Let me tell y'all what we did. We went out because Pride week, Pride season is embarking upon us. We're about to embark upon Pride week. I mean Pride season, and it's
Rum punch. That's what
yeah,
it is.
rum punch. Yes.
Oh, and that cream rum. Oh,
Oh my God! And in Malibu, oh my Lord, have mercy,
that
please.
cream rum.
Yes, it's oh God, it's so good. I think I might get me some Malibu. Have you ever had Malibu before?
Hmm.
Malibu with orange juice? No, Malibu with pineapple juice. Oh, it is the
No,
bomb.
Ciroc and pineapple juice.
Mm-mm.
Coconut Ciroc and pineapple
No,
juice.
I love Malibu.
It's Sprite.
I don't really like soda with my alcohol. Because we really don't drink a lot. So,
Mm-mm.
but anyway, guys, we like I said, we're embarking upon Pride Week. And so, because we're embarking upon Pride Week, Joseph and I decided that we would get some cards to pass out, to people to let them know to watch the McCrae Kingz and follow us on all social media platforms. And I want to show you guys the card that we came up with because I love it. I love this new card that we came up with. I actually designed this one myself. Well, I designed all of our illustrations. All of our thumbnails, our business cards, our advertisement cards and stuff like that. But these are the new cards that we came up with, and oh God, I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. Because you know what it was, Joseph. When I first started designing this card, I couldn't find a good picture of you because I was going to put, a separate picture of me, a separate picture of you, and I couldn't find it. But then, as I was going through my pictures, I was like, wow, the picture that we have now, this picture that's on this card is our wedding picture.
Mm-hmm.
It's our actual wedding picture, the picture that we took on our wedding day.
One of them.
One of them, yeah. And it's one of my favorite pictures. And I don't, you know what it was about this picture that I love so much? My skin looked so good and I looked dark. I was like black, like dark. And I love this picture. I love it so much. And so I decided to put this picture on our advertisement card. Now, this is our advertisement card, guys. So during Pride season, Joseph and I will be passing these out to people, so they will be able to go to our YouTube channel and follow us on all social media platforms because, of course, we're trying to grow our platform. And as you can see, we have all of the social media platforms that we're on. The only one I didn't put on there was TikTok.
Yeah,
But
and Snapchat.
yeah, Snapchat.
You
But
put all social media
yeah, I
platforms.
put all social media platforms. So hopefully people will go and visit us on Snapchat and also on TikTok as well. But I love this picture. I love it. I simply love it. This is the picture that
Is we made the
yeah,
thing
on the yeah, with the big
glass.
3D picture of us as well that we used. Um Yes, and so it has all of our information on it. As you can see, it has our McCraeKingz Gmail account,
Thank you, Whitney.
email
Thank you,
address,
NQ.
and it has everything on it. So when we pass these cards out, not only are Joseph and I proud of it, people will look at it and say, "Oh wow, let me go and follow these two guys." I hope that they will say that.
And y'all, if you happen to come to Jersey City Pride, guess who
Yes,
you'll see there?
yes, we'll be at Jersey City Pride.
And
We'll
we'll
be.
have more interviews and
Mhm.
stuff for you guys because they actually hired us to do the interviews of all the talent.
Yes, we are going to be interviewing all the talent at the Jersey City Pride Festival, which is in August 27th, right?
We had August 27th, yes.
Mm-hmm.
In Q's, we had, what did we have? We had the same, well, we had the stuffed mushrooms. And I'm not a mushroom person, but
Oh,
those
you're
were
talking about our
good.
dinner the other night.
Look, she said, what did we have at Longhorns?
Oh
Because she
my
loved
God.
the lobster tails.
Y'all, we just got finished eating now
Last night.
last night because we brought home a lot. We ate a lot. I mean, we ordered a lot because the person that sent us the
Cash app.
funds to go to the restaurant, they sent us
A hefty
a
amount.
nice hefty amount. So I had a sirloin steak. Joseph had a sirloin
No, you had the
steak.
Longhorn.
Oh yeah, I had the Longhorn. Is that T-bone? Was that a
It was a
T-bone?
Longhorn with a bone in it.
Mm-hmm. And I had
That's like the biggest steak that they have.
yes, and I had broccoli. I had mashed potatoes, and then for appetizers, we had stuffed mushrooms. Oh, the mushrooms were the bomb. Even Joseph liked the mushroom, and Joseph is really not a big mushroom person. I am. But we had the stuffed mushrooms and we had the onion rings. I mean the onion, was it onion rings?
No, they call onion tunyon or
Yeah,
something
something
like
like
that.
that.
Onion
Yeah,
tunyon.
but they're like fried
Pieces of
fried
fried
onions. It's their
pieces
fried
of fried
onions.
onion.
And I don't know what that dipping sauce was made out of, but it was delicious. Even though it had mayonnaise in it, you know how I feel about mayonnaise. But that dipping sauce was like it was all that, y'all. Um,
Them fried onions were good.
We had some wine. I had red wine. Joseph had,
It was
um,
called cupcake. It
yeah,
was a
he
white
he
cupcake
had
wine.
Moscato. And it was y'all. It was delicious, and it was so much food. They gave you so much food at Longhorn. We had to take a to go plate home, and we, as a matter of fact, we ate the leftovers from that dinner date yesterday, last night.
And Q said she always get from their secret menu the twin lobster tail dinner.
Oh yeah, I wanted to get me a lobster tail. I did. I wanted to get me a lobster tail, but then I had. Oh, that's right. I had the shrimp.
Oh, them shrimps was the
I
bomb.
had the shrimp with my dinner because you can order like at Longhorn. They have like different meals that you can order, but you can also add on. And so I added on some shrimp. Oh God, them shrimp were so delicious with some rice. It was like shrimp scampi.
It was like rice pilaf.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was good
Them
though.
shrimp was bomb.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I had that. Um, like I said, we had some wine. It was a beautiful night. It really was. It was a good night. It was beautiful. So again, shout out to the person that sent us the money and told us that they want us to go out to dinner. They told us they want us to take pictures and send them to them. So we took pictures and we sent them to them. And
Because we want, that's why we say what we say when you donate to the platform. Your money goes back into the platform unless you send us money and tell us to do something.
mm-hmm,
They sent us money and said, I want you and Tramel to go on a date night. And that's what we did. I mean, there was a lot of money for a date night. I appreciate you.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I could have came up with a place that would have cost, more than what it cost. That
Yeah,
was But that bill was big.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was. I mean, we got a lot for our money.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, but I'm saying the amount of money they sent us was a lot. We was able to Can I have said we was
Yeah,
able to do more than just go to
yeah,
dinner.
we were able to do more than just go to dinner. And we'll tell you guys about that at a later time. And not only was it was enough money for us to have dinner, it was enough money for us to treat ourselves to something special. And we told the person that we would do that, and we really wanted to shout out this person and say their name, but they told us that they didn't want to. They wanted to just
They
they
wanted to
said
stay anonymous.
they said they wanted to stay anonymous, and they said they like to donate in silence. And so, we respectfully
So
we respect that. So, again, that person, they're probably in the bushes. They're probably in the bushes, but thank you so much, thank you so much for sponsoring us to go out to dinner. It's very rare that Joseph and I get to go out, like that,
we haven't
because
done that in a long
I
time.
know, but it's very rare that we get to do that because, of course, we're on a fixed income, and going out to dinner is something. It's like a splurge for us. But we had a wonderful time. We really did. We had a wonderful time. Um, it was beautiful. Um, But let's talk about Memorial Weekend, guys. I beg of you, I really beg of you, and we're gonna be. I'm gonna be real brief with this because Joseph told me, he was like, Shamel, let's not make this show preachy, because he said we was, our last couple of shows we've been like, it's like we've been preaching and stuff like that to y'all. But it's important for us to say and remind you guys of the times that we're in. As much as we're in a great time to live, we're also in a dangerous time. I mean, when you talk about, a gunman going into an elementary school and killing um, um,
21.
21 people, we're in a dangerous time. So, it's like, where are you safe? If your children aren't safe in school, where can you be safe? And then there was just a discovery. The police officers waited 45 minutes before they went in after the gunman.
They were
So,
in and just standing there doing
yeah, they were
nothing.
standing in front of the school not doing nothing. So, you got to think, but for them wait, if they wouldn't have waited that 45 minutes, then they could have saved lives. It could have been less than 21 people killed, or it could have been no people killed, if these police officers had responded like they were supposed to. So they're launching a full investigation there in Texas, as a result of what has happened. And also, in addition to that, they're launching an investigation on what the police did wrong. And I appreciate the police taking responsibility for what they did wrong, because they did admit that, the chief of police, he came on and he said, there was no excuse for it, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, all these people got killed. But the great thing is, somebody donated $145,000, Joseph, to pay for all the funerals. So these people that have lost their children will not have to have any funeral expenses, because someone, I think, anonymously donated
Doing
$145,000, so that none of the families would have to come out of pocket to bury their loved ones. So, guys, I'm telling you, I'm almost in tears right now, because it's just so unbelievable that these children were killed. I mean, if you see the pictures on TV, if you've seen the pictures of these children, they look so innocent and beautiful. And it's just sad that they were killed by a gunman, that, he lost his mind, child.
you see the teacher that got killed. Her husband had a heart attack the next day.
Yes, her husband had a heart attack the next
So
day
now
and
their
died.
kids don't have a mother or a
Yeah,
father.
yeah, that's something. So, guys, as much as we want to remember our veterans and our soldiers that have passed on, and have fought for our country, we want to remember these people. We want to remember these people that have been killed in the past weeks. We also have to um, bring awareness to the people that were killed in Buffalo. I mean, how many were there? It was 17 people, right?
I think
Killed.
so.
Was 17 people killed in Buffalo, which was not far from where we were living.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was in a what store was it? A
Tops.
Tops supermarket.
Yeah, we used to go
And
to
we used to
Tops.
go to Tops supermarket all the time, Joseph. We used to go there all the time. And um I say all this to say, thank God that you're alive. It could have happened a whole different way. It could have been your community. Think of the children. I was listening to somebody on the radio, and they were saying how, when you see things like this happen to children, you think of your children. Like, I'm pretty sure Monica, people like Monica, who has two children,
Doing
you
cues.
know, I'm pretty sure it was something that impacted her because she has kids that are that small. I mean, these kids were age
It's
from age
elementary
yeah, they
school.
were elementary school. They were age 5 and up. So um yeah, guys.
And then I heard one little girl say how she was worried about her brother,
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately her brother got shot, but she
Mm-hmm.
didn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much. I'm glad he's dead. He deserves to be dead.
Not the little boy, but the
Not the little
gunman.
boy, but the
The
gunman. I'm
gunman,
talking
yeah.
about the gunman. I ain't talking
Mm-hmm.
about the little boy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the gunman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on another note, people, as much as y'all would like to believe and think, coronavirus is not over with.
It's not.
Go out there with your mask on.
Yes, make sure you're wearing your mask, guys. I know that in a lot of states there's no mask mandate, but make sure, even though there's not a mask mandate, wear your
We was
mask.
invited to a barbecue today that we was looking forward to go to,
Mm-hmm.
and it had to be canceled
Mm-hmm.
because one of the people in the household got tested and had the
Mm-hmm.
coronavirus,
Mm-hmm.
so they had to cancel the barbecue.
Mm-hmm. But I appreciate her
Now,
for sending out a
right,
message and letting everybody know that they were going to have the barbecue, but they were going to require the person to wear a mask. But I appreciate this person so much
so letting people
for
know,
letting us know
because
so that
we
we
would have
can
never
make our
known.
own decision of whether we want to come. And of course, me and you, we decline because we have too many underlying conditions to be amongst people with COVID, even if it's outside, you know.
Right.
So
Now, another thing I want to say to all my sisters going to DC,
mm-hmm,
monkeypox is real.
mm-hmm,
And you know they're already blaming us for spreading the monkeypox
mm-hmm,
in New
mm-hmm.
York, in Chicago, I think in
In
Philadelphia,
Miami.
in Miami. They're
Mm-hmm,
already blaming us for monkeypox.
mm-hmm,
Don't y'all go out there and come home with monkeypox. Because
mm-hmm.
y'all going near and far, all different states.
And it's a serious condition. They say it's something that you can, if you get it, it'll pass. You
It's
know.
supposed to be like chickenpox,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
but it looks
Yeah,
disgusting.
it does. It looks terrible.
And who wants monkeypox?
Right? Who wants something like that? It's a disease that originated from Africa. How it got here to the United States, they're still trying to investigate. But guys, monkeypox is real. I know the name sounds funny, but it's serious. It's very serious. So be careful who you interact with, both socially and sexually. Be careful who you interact with. And also, if you're going to those of you that, because we know, Joseph, in our community, how the boys like to hook up and stuff like that. If you're gonna be
Exactly.
hooking up with somebody and on a sexual level, make sure you protect yourself. Wear a condom.
Well, you know
You
what?
know.
They haven't said anything about the monkeypox and condom.
Mm-hmm.
They just said that it's passed during sex, so it could be kissing,
Mm-hmm.
it could be oral, it could
Yeah,
be
you can touch
anything.
somebody and get it.
I mean, if it's like chickenpox, child, chickenpox is airborne.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So who knows what the monkeypox can do?
Right.
But if y'all want monkeypox on you, that's your business. And Woody, I agree with you. Me and Tramel go in the stores with masks on,
Mm-hmm.
and people be looking at us like we crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I look right back at them like they crazy
Mm-hmm.
for being in the store without a mask.
Yeah. You could, because you just have to protect
Now, I
yourself.
ain't gonna lie, sometimes when I'm just running in and running out,
Yeah.
I forget, and I just jump out of the car and go in. Because honestly,
I do that a lot too.
I really don't go into the store much.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do, if I know, like today when I went to get my oxtails, yeah, y'all, we gonna talk about that in a minute too.
We're gonna do a video on
We
that.
gonna talk about that in a minute too. I
Mm-hmm.
knew I was gonna be walking through the mall, not the mall, the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew to put on a mask. But if I'm just running into the gas station to buy a pair, get a pack of cigarettes, I just jump out of the car, go in and get the cigarettes. And I know I need to not do that because that'll be the time when it catch me off guard. But sometimes I'll just be like, I am not in the mood. Now, what I will do, like when I go to dialysis, they require that you have a mask on for the whole 4 hours that you're there. So, like when I walk, if I don't have one in the car or I don't take one out of the car, when I get inside, I'm like, can I have a mask? And I don't want them to think I'm rushing them to go inside,
Mm-hmm.
but they'll see if my chair is ready anyway and tell me to come inside and take my temperature.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't want to be in that waiting area without a mask.
Right.
Because, you know, I don't trust everybody
Yeah, I don't
these
play them
days.
games, child. I don't. I don't play games with your health. Even if you're a person not like unlike Joseph and I that don't, that's alive and well and don't have any underlying conditions like Joseph and I do, wear your mask. Don't play with your health. Don't play with your health because as much as we know about COVID, we don't know about COVID. There's a lot of side effects that come from having COVID. For those of you that didn't know, there's a lot of side effects that come from having COVID. People that have had COVID, they have things like I forget
Heart problems
they have
now,
problems with
breathing
remembering,
problems.
breathing, heart problems. They have problems remembering. I forgot what they call it. They have a diagnosis for it where people, they just sometimes
They're getting
their
stuff
brain
from catching.
wanders.
They're getting stuff from catching COVID.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So there's
That's why
side
they
effects.
saying that. Like I saw something that said that's why a lot of people are angry now because they've had COVID
Mm-hmm,
and their brains are just not registering things the way
mm-hmm,
they
mm-hmm.
registered prior to
Right. People
having
have memory
COVID.
issues and stuff like that.
Now, how much of it is true, we
We
don't
don't
know.
know. Yeah, we don't know.
But something going on why people so angry.
Mm-hmm.
Because people
Mm-hmm.
are angry.
Yeah.
People are just angry these
And
days.
want to fight and want to create drama and become bad at
Like the
that.
other day when I went to get gas, Tramel went inside and paid for the gas. He told the girl 89. So the guy comes because in Jersey you can't pump your own gas; they have to pump it for you. So he comes. I tell him you can see right across the screen. It said paid inside. So he sees that it says paid inside, right? So he said, "Well, which?" I said 89. So the 89 wouldn't pump. It said wrong grade. So now if you see it says paid inside, you know that it was paid inside. So I'm not lying to you. I paid for the gas. So he goes, well, what is it? I said, well, try 87. So he tried 87 and said wrong grade. So he was like, oh, you're going back inside because I don't know what's going on. And da 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 da. Like his attitude was just. So I told Tramel, I said, Tramel, if I get out of this car, it's not going to be pleasant. So Tramel was like, no, no, no. Stay in the car. I'll go back inside.
I sure y'all like just your
So
papa, calm down, calm
Tramel went
down.
back. So he came back. I said, well, try 97 because, that's premium gas, which I didn't want premium gas because that was like $5.50 something cent. But if they made a mistake on the inside, they made a mistake on the inside. So he's like, no, I'm not trying nothing. Child, by the time Tramel got back to the car, I had jumped out of the car and his little ass was running on over to
I
the other
sure enough
side to
was.
pump gas.
Yes.
Cause I was telling him a bunch of stuff that I
You
said,
started
child,
cussing.
I will F you up out here.
Let me tell
I
y'all
don't know who
something.
you think you talking to. You got too much attitude to be out here pumping gas. and I'll give you something to pump, bitch, when I stick this gas hose up your ass and you be full of gas.
Y'all, when Joseph get to cussing, it's a scary thing because y'all, Joseph is a big guy, and I'm not saying in the sense of him being fat, but Joseph is very tall, and he's a big guy. Joseph got big arms and big legs and big feet, honey. And he swing one of them arms, child, at you and give you an evil left or evil right, you in trouble. So I'm like, okay, let me go in here and do damage control. So I went in there and I told the girl, I was like, I said, it's not registering on the gas pump. And she said, oh no, she said, tell him he can pump his own gas. And I said, oh God. And I heard Joseph get out the car and I heard him cussing. So I was like, oh, let me go out here before my husband knocks somebody's head off. So I proceeded to walk to the car, and Joseph was cussing. He was just cussing. But we made it through that. We did. We made it through that.
We did.
Yeah, we did. We made it through that.
Because I had to realize the devil will try to steal your joy.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when Anonymous sent us money.
Right.
And we was happy because we were sitting here broke as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you see how the devil tried to steal your joy within 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
I said, we was happy. I said, now this little munchkin come along, pumping gas. Because even the girl Tramel brought out, she was like, but it says right here, you paid for the gas. I said,
Right.
That's my point.
Mm-hmm.
I said, but if I think I paid for 89 and you see 89 ain't right, and then I tell you 87 and 87 ain't right, well, it got to be the last, because
Right.
the person inside made the mistake.
Mm-hmm.
She gave us premium gas. So I wasn't going to make the girl, because I told the girl, I was like, I said, I get my gas here all the time. She said, I know you do. I said, you don't never have a peep out of me. I said, but him, he got too much motherfucking attitude to be pumping motherfucking gas. I said, he act like he's the little chic Arab that owns the motherfucking place. And she was hysterical laughing. She said, boo, stop. I said, no. He act like he the little Arab that owned the place, but all he is the little Arab pumping the gas.
He was being nasty. He was.
He has so much attitude for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And that I cannot stand that.
He was having a bad day, I think.
If you working with the public, because I have worked with the public, I don't care what the situation is. If you having a bad day, I'm not supposed to be able to know that you're having a bad day.
Right.
And he just had so much attitude. And I was like, oh, not today, bitch. Because I'm going to show you what an attitude gets you with me. Because he was too much.
Well, we had that discussion. Remember that time we tried to go out for breakfast and everywhere we
Oh,
went?
child,
that was a hot mess.
Mm-mm.
But yeah. If y'all, you know what? Let me say this about people that work in fast food. I have so much empathy for a lot of people that work in fast food because they get treated the worst. Guys, when you walk into a fast food restaurant and you order food and your order is wrong, you ain't got to go in there and go off.
It's not even just fast food, it's retail, period.
It's retail, period.
And even customer service, even over the phone, because people think, like, trust me, people think like they doing you a favor.
Yeah.
Like they will call me and tell me, oh, it's because of me why you got a job. No, bitch, you don't pay your bill. And sometimes I would let them have it just like that. I was like, well, if it was because
of some customer service representatives deserve to be red.
Some of them deserve to be
Some of them deserve to be red, but a lot of them.
And some of these people in retail deserve what they get.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a lot of times it ain't those getting it. It's the ones that are being nice.
Yeah.
The ones that are being pleasant.
Right.
Are
the ones
the brunt of what the ones that should be getting it.
Right. And that's what we mean when we talk about people that work in customer service and in fast food and stuff like that. I like I said, I have a lot of empathy for people that, especially people that work in fast food. I used to work at McDonald's. I remember one time I was working and this man came in the store. I guess he had went through the drive-thru and ordered his food and his order was wrong. And he just came in the store and he was like, what's your effing problem? You don't know how to effing read? And I was like, that wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary for him to say that.
But now if he just went through the drive-thru, that's one thing.
Yeah, he went through the drive-thru and his order was wrong.
I went home. There was a Wendy's up the block from my house when I lived in Maryland. I got all the way home. I don't even know what this was in my bag because I didn't ask for it. So I was furious because I'm like, I'm all the way home, got upstairs, got undressed, got in the bed to eat my food, and bang, it wasn't even nothing I would have ever even ordered. So I got dressed, and of course I went back to Wendy's, and I walked in the door, and I just threw the bag behind the counter.
Yes, you have been known to throw sandwiches and bags
not knowing that there was a lesbian there, and she did the same exact thing because she had my order, and I had her order, and she was already cursing them out, and here I come throwing the bag at the girl behind the counter just like she did.
Joseph, that's assault. Did you know that was assault? That's assault.
And cursing her out was just as bad. Like, are y'all stupid? What is this? I ain't never even ordered this a day in my life. And the other girl was going up, I didn't order no triple Dave, da 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 da. And I'm like, well, that's what I ordered. And I said, well, I guess we got each other's food.
Yes, it's frustrating when you go into a fast food restaurant and get your order wrong. But guys, be a little bit more nicer. I think, I've always, and it's been in my experience, this is just my experience. It's been my experience when you treat these people with kindness, they will apologize and they will make sure that your order is correct.
Quick check.
Right. They'll apologize.
I started
and they'll
out
make sure your order is correct.
But I ended up nice. And I told her, I said, let me just say something to you. I said, brother to sister, because she was black. I said, what if I had been a Karen? I said, Karen would have tried to get you fired. Karen would still be up here arguing with you. Karen would be carrying on.
Child, she would have run them up
and went ballistic on your ass. I said, now I ain't as bad as Karen. I get it. You knew. You just saw his order. Because what she did was, she saw me and Tremel kind of wanted the same. She didn't know what she was doing. Period. And she saw me and Tremel kind of wanted the same sandwich, but there was little things that was different. And she duplicated the sandwich. So when I got home, and Quick Check is kind of far. When I got home, Quick Check is in Bayonne, and we live in Jersey City. When I got home, I packed my sandwich up and went back. She didn't even heat up the pastrami. She heated up the bread and the cheese. I'm like, well, who the hell gives you cold pastrami? Like, the purpose of saying you wanted the sandwich hot was because you wanted the pastrami heated too. She tried to tell me, when I told her, I said, boo, when somebody tell you they wanted a heated sandwich, you have to heat everything. Oh, no, that's the ovens. I said, no, I watched you put the bread and the cheese in there and you never put the meat. I was like, that doesn't make sense. That's just not the way it's done. And I ain't seen her working there since that day. Because soon as I went in there, I told the head girl behind the counter, I said, last time they got my sandwich wrong, and I kept it. I said, this time, can y'all get it right? And she was like, oh, yes, sir, we'll make it right. And then here I come storming in with the wrong thing.
Ready to beat one of the girls.
That's the same one. And Whitty, see, Popeyes, let me tell you something. I think between Popeyes and McDonald's, they have the most fights on social media.
Yes.
Because you always guaranteed to see somebody throwing down in Popeyes and somebody throwing down in McDonald's.
Yes, child. The girls don't be playing when they orders is wrong, child. They don't be playing.
But you know what I have to say, and I hate to say this, I do, I swear I do. I hate to say this. But do you notice how when there's a bunch of Caucasian people getting your orders together, they're hardly ever wrong? But when there's a bunch of black people getting your order together, something always missing.
Something always missing.
Something always missing.
Or the order is messed up.
Or the order is messed up completely. And you like, what's this? I didn't order none of this. What is this? I just, oh God, it annoys me. It gets on my nerves. It's like,
Yeah, Joseph, you be getting real mad. Ah, Lord Jesus. Joseph be getting real
because
mad.
I
He be
take it
ready to
personal.
fight.
I take it like I told you what I wanted, but then you gave me what you wanted me to have. It don't work that way. It just don't work that way. And it just don't work that way. Like it just don't work that way. That's all I can say. That's how I take it. I told you what I wanted. You gave me what you wanted me to have, but you want my money to pay for what you want me to have. That ain't gonna work for me. That don't work for me no more. I can't walk away because a lot of times I just walk away and be like, you know what, pay it. It's half right. I got mayonnaise at home. I got mustard at home. I got ketchup at home. And I just, but then it just started to get too much for me.
It gets to you, yeah.
It was like, no, I specifically said I wanted a Whopper with no mayonnaise. Why should Tramel have to sit here and either not eat it, because he'll decide, well, I'm not going to eat it. And I'm like, well, you're not wasting my motherfucking money on a whole meal that you're not going to eat. Or, he'll be like, oh, just I'll eat it. And, and I'm like, no, this is not what you ordered. This is not what I ordered. I specifically said no mayonnaise. And if you can't read when the little order come to the back, then you need
that is
a new
not
job.
my problem.
Right, you need a new job, or you need to go back to first grade. Because that's not my problem. If you stop sitting there talking to Shaquisha about your baby daddy, then you would be able to see what came up on the motherfucking paper. But you too busy talking to Shaquisha about your baby daddy or what club y'all going to tonight. That you just put the Whopper together the way a Whopper should go together,
Right.
not paying attention that this person wanted it done their way. Because that's Burger King's theory. Have it done your way. Well, it's not done my way, it's done your way. And that's not how it works.
Yeah, Joseph, he be ready to fight. I be like, Joseph, calm down.
Because I take it personal. And like, even the Popeyes by my sister house, child, when you don't leave that line, you can ask for an 8-piece. Guaranteed you got 4 pieces of chicken in the box. But you paid for an 8-piece. Ask for fries, guaranteed the fries ain't there. And I'm like, and again, it's not black.
Now,
people.
let me tell you something. They had it together, honey. Yesterday, I went to McDonald's to get my niece some McDonald's. Child, let me tell you something. In the whole restaurant, all the employees were Spanish. They had that line going, Joseph.
Well, honey, that's who's at the Popeyes by Tracy's.
But wait a minute. They had that line going. They had one girl. She was pulling, the orders off and taping them to the bags, and she was making sure everything was in there. It was so organized that it was just ridiculous, And they was just calling out the numbers, and people was just going to pick up their order, and they was leaving.
I'm sure they were tired of getting cursed out.
I guess so. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, going to a fast food restaurant can sometimes be a tedious thing, but also working as a fast food worker can be, just as bad as well. Because like I said, you have some employees that really value what they do. They value their jobs and they value what they do. And they understand that the most important thing is to please the customer. But then sometimes you have some of these fast food workers that just want to come and get a paycheck. If that's not, that it's not the job for you. If you're just coming to get a paycheck, you have to pay attention. You really have to pay attention, because who wants to order food and then get home and their order isn't right, and then they got to get in their car and they got to drive all the way back to wherever this place is to either get a refund or to get their order done all over again, done right.
Now, if you make a mistake and give me more, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, make those type of mistakes. Make a mistake and give me just a smidgen more, just a little bit more,
I ask for 10 nuggets and you give me 13. That's
Right.
okay.
That's cute. That's cute. That's seeing she slush.
Like
But
yesterday, me and Tramel both, it was weird because we don't really do McDonald's, but both of us wanted McDonald's yesterday.
mm-hmm.
And it was funny. And I went to McDonald's and I came home and I was like, Tramel, look at what they did. I asked for a number 5, which is a 10-piece. They gave me a 4-piece and a 6-piece. Granted, it equals 10, but why can't they be in the same box?
Because the box that they put the 20-piece in is too big. That's why they do that. That's what they do when you order a 10-piece at McDonald's.
Well, they used to give you a 10-piece
They
box,
used to
a
they used to get
20-piece
right. They
box.
used to give you that, but now they don't. They for some reason they give you a 4-piece and they give you a 6-piece, and it
But
still
see,
equals
that
10.
tells y'all how much I go to McDonald's.
But that would confuse
Well,
a
no, it's
person.
still. I mean, I knew it was 10. I
Right,
mean,
but that was sometimes that would that would
a
confuse a
dummy.
person. The person would be like, "I didn't order no 4-piece," and they look in the back. I ain't ordered. Where's the rest of my
I
nuggets?
ain't order no 6-piece,
Mm-hmm.
and like a dummy, and you ain't even trying to add them up.
Right, right. So yeah, being a fast food worker is it's not easy. It's really not
And
easy.
please stop getting smart with people over the phone.
Yes, stop, child.
Now, some of these bitches deserve it,
Mm-hmm.
cause I sit on the phone and I'll be waiting, and I'm like, okay, this is what we gonna do. Cause I did customer service for what 15 years, so
Mm-hmm.
I know the ins and outs. You ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
scam me like you gonna scam somebody else
Right, right.
that don't know no better.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a supervisor available. Well, I'll hold, and don't give me your girlfriend sitting next to you
Right.
either.
Mm-hmm.
But see, nowadays they can't do that because most of them working from home,
Right.
so they can't just pass the phone to their little girlfriend no
Right,
more.
right.
But I don't understand what make you think you're gonna be nasty with somebody and you ain't paid your bill, and they supposed to help you.
Right.
Cause I wouldn't.
Yeah. So those are the things you're going to have to deal with. You deal with on a daily basis, especially when you go to a fast food place. Now, y'all, when you go to places like, if you go to the amusement park or go down to the shore and stuff like that, those fast food workers are a little different. Normally they get orders right. Like if we went down to the shore and we want to get a hot dog or corn dog or something like that, they usually get stuff like that, right? Because the only thing they serve is corn dogs. That's it.
Right.
But yes. Um, Another thing, guys, I want to tell you about is to, because of the days that we live in with, like these mass shootings and things like that, I need for you guys to talk to your children. Talk to your children and tell them, how important it is to be alert and to, try to talk to your children about having a plan. Um, the sad thing, I saw the saddest thing today, Joseph. I was on my Facebook and this woman, she was talking about her children, um, and she had a backpack, and she had to put, she said she decided to put a bulletproof pad in her children's, book bag so that her children would be safe. So now our children got to walk around with bulletproof clothing on or bulletproof backpack. That's crazy. That's crazy. But these are the times that we live in. So, talk to your children about the importance of staying alert and talk to your children about and have a plan. Have a plan. If you're going out to these festivals and things, you're going to be in large crowds. Unfortunately, we don't know what's going to happen. You got to have an escape plan. Me and Joseph got an escape plan. I said, Joseph, I said, if you see me run, then you better run. Okay, you better run right behind me. Don't ask no questions. Don't say, Tremere, why you running? Just run. You know what I'm saying? Grab me. I will try to grab you by your hand. And knowing me with my little teeny ass, I will grab Joseph and he would just be flying in the wind, honey, like a ribbon. Because that's how fast I'll be running and trying to get the hell up out of there. But have a plan, y'all. Have an escape plan. When you out here at these big festivals and stuff like that, look around. Look around, be alert, look around at your
Be
surroundings
alert
and
and
stuff.
leave your phone in your pocket.
Yes, and make sure your phone is charged. If your phone carry a a chargeable battery,
A portable
a
charger.
portable charger, so you can charge your phone, because you never know what could happen. You could be being chased by a gunman or something like that, and you trying to call 911, and you pick up your phone and your phone is dead. What you gonna do now? So, have a plan. Because me and Joseph, we got a plan. I said, Joseph, we got a plan. If you ain't got no damn plan, I got a plan for us. So have a plan on what would you do if something like this happened. If you're in a crowd of people and somebody starts shooting or somebody starts stabbing or sticking people and stuff like that, have a plan. I cannot tell you how important it is for you to have a plan. Talk to your family members. Y'all have a little meeting before you go out and say, okay, if such and such get lost, this is what we're gonna do. If
Have a plan before you get out the car, and be like, look,
yes,
if something go down, we all get back to this car one way or another. And when we get back to the car, we wait in 10 minutes. If you're not here in 10 minutes, we out.
Well, most people, what you don't know is you have a location on your phone. Make sure your location is on. I know people tell you don't turn your location on because you don't want nobody knowing your business and what you're doing on your cell phone. But it's important for you to have your location on because you don't never know.
On the iPhone, you have to approve the location. So you can't just follow me. It'll send me a message.
If you're in the family,
it'll send me a message saying,
talk to your children. I know, and children, I know that you don't want to hear your parents. Your parents may sound like they're nagging, but they're telling you stuff for your own good. They're telling you, let your children know, I'm telling you this for your own good. So just in case I'm not with you, you'll know what to do. And if I'm with you, honey, and you see me running, you better run. Somebody go get Reese. Somebody go get Reese. Run, honey. That's the one thing I can't stress to you.
You never saw that video?
What?
Where the guy just took off running, and then all the black people that he ran past started running with him. I was like, "What you running for?"
That's right, because
we just kept
let me
running.
tell you something.
And everybody that he ran past, it was like it was by the time he finished running through the neighborhood, it was like 30 people just running with him, and they had no idea why they were running. Something.
I don't know what it is.
That he was running, and he was like, "Oh my God, oh my God," and he ran past them, and they took off running with him. Figuring, well, if he running in this direction, it gotta be a good direction.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something about, and I hate to sound racist, but black people, we runs. Okay, we runs. If I'm in a crowd, hold on. If I'm in a crowd, I'm saying just like Cedric the Entertainer said it in Kingz of Comedy. If I'm in a crowd and you start running, then goddamn it, I'm gonna start running too.
But it was funny because that's just what happened in the video.
Because that's what we do.
It was so funny. He said, "I'm gonna try an experiment and see if it really works." And he just took off running.
You want to reach some havoc? Let me tell you something.
No, he ran past the bodega, right? And he was like, "Oh my God, oh my God." Everybody that was outside of the bodega took off running behind
I would have did the same thing, Joseph.
Then they ran past them. They ran past like a liquor store, and the people in front of the liquor store just took off running with them.
You want to reach some havoc?
And then you hear somebody say, "Why are we running?" And the other girl said, "I don't know." And they just kept running.
Yes, Miss Thing.
And then when he got to like a gas station where it was just open, he was like, "Ooh."
Yes.
Because everybody stopped when he stopped figuring it out because they literally were following him. And then he said, "Ooh, practicing for track is hard." They was like, "Man, we was running because you was running track." And he was like, "Yeah, I was just practicing track." They was pissed.
Let me tell you something, y'all. If I see a black man running down the street, I'm running with him. I'm telling you, I'm running. I'm running because black people, we runs.
It depends on
I
how.
don't care what it
No,
is.
you know, with me, it depends. If they're just running, I'm not going to take off running.
No, if they
But if
running and
they
they jogging, they're
like they're
jogging.
taking off for their life,
Yes.
oh, I'm running behind them.
I'm running right with them. I'm running right with them. White people, all the white people in the chat.
Don't be offended.
Within the sound of my voice, don't
gonna
take this as a
stand there and be
racist.
like,
Right.
What's
Don't
going
take this
on?
as me being racist. But y'all be wanting to see what's going. Oh my goodness, what is going on? What's going on?
Why are we running?
Y'all don't do that. White people don't do that. White people, if
don't have
y'all
on
see a
running
black
shoes.
person running down the street,
For their
then you
life,
will want to know
to
that
run
there's
with them.
something going on.
That you
There's
need
something
to-
going on. If
that
you see
need to get
Pookie,
away from.
if you see Pookie who wear his pants on, wear his pants off his ass, running. Pookie that got the gold teeth, that got the grill in his mouth. You see Pookie running, you better run.
And especially if you see somebody running with him and he fall,
Right.
and get up and pull up his pants and take off again. Oh, you
Oh
better
yeah,
go.
you will want to run, honey. You will want to run. That's one thing about us black people, honey. You can say whatever you want to say about us, honey, but when some trouble, some shit be going down, we be ready. We be ready to run. I be ready to run, child. Like we say down south. I be ready to run.
Let me tell you something. If you ain't never seen what it's like when you turn on a light and there's a bunch of roaches, that's black people, honey. Let a gunshot happen.
But you know what the funny?
They all go scatter.
But you know what the funniest thing is? I remember when I was watching Boo Medea, when they was in that forest at night, and you saw Aunt Bam running with them two canes in her hand. That was a key, honey. Let me tell you something. If you see a crippled person or a person that's in a wheelchair or something like that, start rolling that wheelchair real fast, you better get the fuck out of there just like they did. You better go. I'm telling you. You better run. You better run, honey. You better run, girl. Run, honey, like you lip syncing for your life and your legacy, honey. You better run. Yes. But
yo, I finally am gonna have my Sunday dinner. Because I'm sure tomorrow we might go.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. We finally were able to go and get us some oxtails, y'all. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something about my husband. He's been talking about these oxtails for about 2 weeks now. He said, "Tramel," because we discovered that they have oxtails in the supermarket around the corner. Because y'all, oxtails are expensive.
Why they got a security alarm on them though?
Yes, that's why
we beat, because there was the security alarm on each pack.
Let me tell you something, because oxtails are very expensive. They run anywhere from $16 and up. So Joseph was gonna get him some oxtails.
They actually running from $25.
Yeah. Joseph,
these was 13, 15,
right.
17.
You got a lot of oxtails. Usually when you buy $17, you only get like 2 or 3 oxtails.
Right, because they wasn't big.
Right,
they were cut.
Right, they were cut. Nice, yeah. Child, let me tell y'all something. Joseph been talking about oxtails for the past 2 weeks. When he discovered they had oxtails in the supermarket around the corner, he said, "Tramel, I'm getting me some of those oxtails." So today we went to the supermarket and we saw the oxtails and we got them. They downstairs right now, marinating honey and seasonings, and we're gonna cook them tomorrow. Yes, I can't wait. We're gonna have us an authentic Jamaican oxtail meal. And we're probably gonna go live when we do this because we're gonna have some peas and rice. We're gonna have some oxtails, and we're gonna have some cabbage. We're gonna do the peas and rice with the coconut milk and everything. Yes, so the oxtails are gonna be on the money tomorrow. Y'all hear me? So that's what we having for dinner tomorrow. We're gonna have Sunday dinner tomorrow, and we're gonna have some oxtails. Joseph,
put him in the crock
pot
his
face is lit up right now, child.
So by the time I'm gonna try to get up early. Well, normally I do anywhere between 7 to 8 o'clock. Maybe some.
Oh, I know you'll be up to cook to put them oxtails on. I know.
Put them oxtails with them white llama beans in that crock pot.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Uncle Fred, you don't know what you missing because Uncle Fred don't eat oxtails. But Uncle Fred, you do not know what you missing with the oxtails. But them oxtails are going to be delicious. I already know, honey. I can taste them in my mouth right now. I can taste the oxtails
I just don't know how that oxtail
and the
seasoning.
peas and rice. The
I
peas
don't know
and
how that
rice.
oxtail seasoning gonna taste.
Yes.
It
You
just
want
actually it just smelled
oxtail?
like Lowry
Yeah.
because I smelled it. But
Yeah.
I was watching.
Yeah. They have a seasoning for it. They also have
I watched a Asian person
they
make
have a
oxtail
base that you can buy, like a base that you can buy, like a
browning
chicken, yeah,
sauce.
browning sauce that you can buy.
But I saw I don't never use browning sauce. That's just the Jamaican side of me. Even though I know we use it, I never use browning sauce. But I watched the Asian person make them,
Mm-hmm.
and I watched a Nigerian person make them. I watched the Jamaican person make them. I said I'm gonna take a little bit. I watched the Southern person make them.
Mm.
I said I'm gonna take a bit of each of these people's seasonings and put it in there. Cause one of them put something in there, and I was like, "Ooh, I never thought about that." I was like, "Okay, that's different."
Yeah.
With it, if it come out the way I'm planning on it in my head, it's gonna be
Oh
amazing.
yeah. Oh, no, honey. These oxtails are gonna be good. They're gonna be good.
Cause they sitting in, they marinating all day,
Mm-hmm. Now my mama, she makes oxtails. You know, she makes a good. Oh God, my mother makes
and they were
oxtails,
still kind of
and they
frozen.
melt in your mouth. Oh God, they be so
They were
nice
still
and
kind of
tender.
frozen, so the marinade gonna mix with the water, and that's
Mm-hmm.
really gonna juice them up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cause they gonna start defrosting in the fridge.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, that's all we have for you today. I want to tell you guys again, happy Memorial Weekend. Enjoy your weekend for those of you that are going to barbecues. And Uncle Pete, y'all let Uncle Pete have his day because y'all know Uncle Pete be wanting to tell jokes and stuff like that, and he be getting the jokes wrong. But y'all sit and listen to Uncle Pete and have a good time. Do the electric slide, do the cha-cha slide, and what's the other one? The love slide and all that stuff. Have a good time today eating ribs and chicken and hot dogs and things like that. And
Oh, it's pouring down
yeah,
rain.
it's raining here, y'all, in New Jersey. But yeah, they told us that it was gonna be rainy weather. I got you know what I want to go? I want to go to Rita's. Want to go to Rita's?
Mm.
We can go to Rita's. Um, and just have a good time today. Have a good time and just have a blessed day and enjoy it and be glad in it. But most of all, be safe, guys. Be safe, okay? Make sure you guys are watching us on all social media platforms. Of course, you see our card there. Um, I should have put our cash app on there, but you see our card there. Share us out, and you know what platforms we're on: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We're also on Snapchat and TikTok as well. Go over to our Facebook page. We do have a Facebook page for the McCrae Kings. It's called the McCrae Kings. Go over to our Facebook page and like our page, and follow us as well to get updates on all things that are McCrae Kings. Don't make sure that you know that we have a McCrae Kings boutique where you can buy McCrae Kings merchandise. You can buy Dare to Be Different merchandise, which is our entity and our entertainment group. You can buy Dare to Be Different merchandise. And we also have a new shirt that's coming out as well. So we'll be introducing that to you too very soon. Um, and Yeah, that's about it, guys. Um,
And if
if
you
you want to
want
support us, make sure that you send you could do that by sending us a tip. YouTube has a new feature where you can send us a tip. You can also super chat us, and those are great. A Cash App is even better because you can send it directly to the McCrae Kings. Know that all your donations go back into the McCrae Kings platform. If you send us a Cash App and you want us to do something special or specific, just let us know that that's what you want to do by sending us an email at themcraekings@gmail.com, and we will oblige. Most requests we do oblige. We also are available for bookings. We host red carpet events. We also do motivational classes as well. And we're also, for those of you that didn't know, we're wedding officiants. So for those of you that are looking to get married and you want someone to marry you, perform the ceremony, Joseph and I can legally perform a wedding ceremony for you. So if you want to know more information about that, please send us an email at bookthemcraeKingz.com, and we can discuss the details of what your request is. All right. um, know that we love you, and there's nothing else. There's nothing you can do about that. And we're out of here. Make sure you walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness, and always remember,
It's T McRae.
all damn day.
Later, y'all. Bye, Monte.
Talk to you soon. Have a good day, guys.